What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Let me adjust my microphone so we can get a nice height. What's good? Episode 8 of the Real Madrid career mode. We are still undefeated. I uploaded episode 7 yesterday. Let me know in the comments section if everything was alright with that video, because usually when I upload these videos with these intros and the sound and all that stuff, sometimes I get hit with these claims. Usually it's fine. Usually I just can't monetize the video or anything like that. But this time it's telling me that my video was blocked in certain countries and whatnot. I've had that before. It's crazy, bro. They gave me a list of like 50 countries. They gave me a list of like 50 countries that it was blocked in. I looked at the list. Names of countries that I ain't never seen before, bro. It's happened to me before. They told me that one of my videos was blocked in the Sandwich Islands. Yes, I repeat, the Sandwich Islands. Google it. It's a real thing. I didn't know either. It's crazy. But yeah, let me know if you was able to watch the video fine. I apologize for those inconveniences. I'm going to keep, obviously, the intros and as much atmosphere as I can in these videos. But, you know, we're going to have to turn down tone it down a little bit, so I guess their systems can't pick it up so easily. But we start this video again with a game against Rayo Vallecano at home at the Bernabeu, and a few chances early for Rayo. That one from Falcao, they had an earlier looking on goal, and Eder Militao came in with a brilliant slide tackle. Usually defensive, you know, tackles and stuff don't really make it into the video as themselves, but when you got a player making a challenge like that, you know, I got to show you guys how good my defense is. But we was opened up right there again as Falcao, obviously legendary player in the Spanish league, got a huge chance. Brilliant ball over the top from Modric, taken down very well from Eden Hazard, and he cuts in off of the right, forces a save out of the keeper. And yes, it took us 60 minutes to get our first chance on goal. Very, very difficult. When I say this is a challenge, y'all better believe me, because it really is. But we got into the flow of things. Sometimes it takes us a little while. As Vinicius was played in behind, he squares it across, doesn't put enough on it. Really, eventually, it falls to us again, and we let a huge opportunity squander right there. Vinicius Jr. just put enough power, enough juice on that pass. We would have been in the lead right now, but from the resulting corner, ball falls right here outside the box. We play it out wide. David Alaba puts it in. Cleared out, comes back to David Alaba. He takes a touch inside, and another goal of the season contender. And this game, honestly, listen, this game was one of the most, this is probably the best, the most fun game, the most enjoyable game I've played of the season. And that's crazy, right? It's crazy. You would probably never guess from the highlights, but this game really was like a culmination of all the sliders coming together, the settings coming together. Everything was just so, it was so sim. It felt so nice to play. And then the fact that it was such a close game as well, like it was a really enjoyable game to play. And like I said, there wasn't tons of highlights, so you probably wouldn't understand why. But again, stuff like the battle in the midfield, you know, like I said, it was a real challenge. This game was real enjoyable. And then the fact that it was decided by just one moment of brilliance from David Alaba, it kind of just put the cherry on top for a game that was like, yeah, from minute 1 to 90, I was so in the game. Like, I was just so immersed. I had like I said, headphones on, blaring. It was a very, very enjoyable game, and I really enjoyed it. And David Alaba did get himself man of the match. We pick up 3 points, and of course, we continue our undefeated start to the season. And what's beautiful about it is it's not only undefeated in the league, we're undefeated in all competitions so far this season. And if I'm being 100% honest, we can 100% put that down to Thibaut Courtois between the sticks. Because if he wasn't in the goal, we would have conceded so many more. We would have lost so many more games. And yeah, but we picked up a win. We're into the next game against Granada FC. Not the strongest side, but a couple players stand out. Maxime Gonalons holding midfield, and they got Luis Suarez out on the left. No, that is not the Luis Suarez. It's the other Luis Suarez. Good player. I like him. I could see him making some strides forward in the future. But this is how we lined up in this game. Camavinga comes in to make a start, and Rodrigo starts on the right-hand side with Vinicius on the left. Same front three that just beat up Barcelona. Excuse me. But Granada putting us under a whole heap of pressure again. You can see a little trend right here. First highlight of the game, 43 minutes in, and it's coming to the opposition. It really does take us a little bit of time to get things going in this game, and we were given a little bit of a advantage. Fortunate circumstances that's been given our way. And I don't know, let me know what you guys think about this, because honestly, I don't know what this would be called in real life. Like, it clearly hit his hands. His hands, I guess his hands are in a natural position, right? If he's trying to get back up off the ground. He's not really made any attempt to, I don't know. Let me know. I mean, not that it matters, because FIFA doesn't take these things into consideration for handball. If it hits your hand, it's a penalty. And it would be nice if they change that for the next game, but the thing is, most people don't even play with handball, so I don't think they would take their time out to improve the handball feature when most people don't even know that handballs can be turned on in the game, right? So I don't see that happening any soon. But Karim Benzema, King Zimmer, who got the keys to King Zimmer, puts it away from the penalty spot to put us 1-0 up in a game that was it was tough. It was a tough game. Granada came out and they set up. This is where it comes really tough with these settings, is when teams come out, and even though they're at home, they parked a lot of players behind the ball, especially if we didn't counter-attack them instantly. If we took any amount of time to build up our attack, they would get banks behind the ball. Here we got an opportunity as the keeper gave the ball away. Benzema slides it into Rodrigo, and Rodrigo slides it right back into the keeper's hands. Not a good enough finish right there from the Brazilian winger, and Granada came in behind, and look at the man Courtois doing the best he can. Not good enough though. Not good enough, as the ball fell back to them and they were able to put it into an empty net. 61 minutes into the game, and they drew themselves level, and to be honest, they kind of deserved it because they created a lot of chances. They kept our chances to somewhat of a minimal. And it was a really good through ball. And again, Courtois just done amazing. He got out there. He was really looking like Sabretooth. He was really looking like Sabretooth in the X-Men Origins film. The way he done that little glide, you know, looking like the Black Panther and shit. Coming out to smother the ball. But again, unfortunately, fell straight to them. 72nd minute, coming into the later stages of the game. We're trying to restore our lead. And a shot from range from Luka Modric forces a good save out of the keeper, and you see me doing my I don't know what that is, my formation jutsu on the sidelines right there. The players know what it means. The players, they know what it means. You don't know. We don't need to know, but the players know my formational jutsu. We made some changes to try and switch things up. Federico Valverde came on, who's been really influential for us, especially off the bench in this game, and the keeper almost dropped that one right at the feet of a Real Madrid player, but unfortunately for us, he didn't. And it's just going end to end now as the game started to open up in the final 20 minutes of regular time. But Courtois saving their effort right there, luckily for us. And the game ended 1-1. I mean, you're going to get some draws here and there. This early in the season, maybe we've drawn a few too many games that we shouldn't have. However, we haven't lost yet. Right, we still remain undefeated this season, so you've got to be satisfied to some extent. But you could kind of see, looking at the stats right there, what kind of game it was. We really didn't get going in that one. We just didn't really do enough. Thibaut Courtois, clean sheet leader this season, 7 clean sheets in 14 games, and that just highlights how good this man has been in exactly half of the games he's played. This man has kept a clean sheet. He's unbelievable. He really is different. He's different. But hopefully we can get him to put in another performance, because we're coming back up against Inter Milan. And Inter Milan, if you remember the first time we played Inter Milan, I said that was one of the toughest games we've played on FIFA, period. They were coming out crazy, and we was able to get a draw from that game at the San Siro. But this time, we welcome them to our home ground at the Bernabeu. You see Asensio gets himself a start, as well as Luka Jovic. This was a game that, for me, it didn't really matter too much, because at this point, we pretty much already qualified. And for me, something about me, I really don't care too much about who finishes first or who finishes second. We're playing the Champions League. You want to win the Champions League, you got to beat big teams. And the thing is, at the end of the day, you could finish second in your group. No, sorry, you could finish first. You could top the group and still get Bayern Munich or something, right? I really don't focus too much on that. I don't care. We get through and we beat whoever we got to beat, and that's where it is. So I really wasn't too worried about this game. We still played a strong side. Of course, with Real Madrid, no matter who we put out there, it's going to be a strong side. So, you know, we take players out and we're putting players like Asensio in. So, real early into the game, you see from kickoff, we got ourselves into the lead. Inter Milan absolutely just choked it. They sold out early in the game. And we was able to punish them as Benzema slid it into Rodrigo. And that finish right there is just nice. That side netting finish. The keeper really, let's have a look. You know, nah, I ain't going to blame him for that one. For once, at the near post, they actually chose a decent animation. Maybe he could have made himself a little bit bigger, but you know, it's a lot of people act like keepers should just never be beaten at the near post. It's kind of crazy because it's like, bro, especially when people are that close to the goal, like, yeah, it's near post, but like, damn, like, you're one man and the player still has a whole goal to aim for. Like, he could go high, he could go low, like, but yeah, 11 minutes in, Inter Milan tried to get themselves back in. They shot themselves in the foot. They got a long mountain to climb at the Bernabeu. And Courtois, again, you see it just flashes by, but just continuing to make brilliant saves. And again, it's a lovely through ball played in behind right there. And a huge chance for Rodrigo to double our lead and double his tally. But this time, keeper comes out on top, and it's just, it's like a thumb. You see it right there. It's a thumb that stops the ball right there. But again, Inter Milan on the attack. It was a brilliant tackle that stopped us right there. But again, you got to get a little bit closer, my guy. You're going to have to get a little bit closer. You're going to have to scooch up. Come here. You got to come a little bit closer because Courtois is just not easy to beat. It's that man who scored against us in the first game. And that one right there, that's a nice shot. That one was spinning. That was curling outwards right into that top corner. But Courtois got a nice strong hand to it. And Inter Milan coming forward again. But this is what we do. We break in numbers and we break fast. A nice ball over the top right there. Marco Asensio found himself in behind. He's got a lot of options. He goes alone and he doubles our lead. 60 minutes gone. Right, well, just about 60 minutes. And Marco Asensio gets himself on the score sheet. You love to see it. This is what I'm talking about. Like, whoever we play, we're Real Madrid. Whoever we put out there, it's a strong squad. We swapped out our wingers, Vinny and Hazard. We put in Asensio and Rodrigo, and both of them got themselves on the score sheet. I mean, Asensio really could have squared it. You're gonna see it a lot this season, like the quote sweaty goals. I've never been a fan of that term because I'm aboard the a goal is a goal boat. You know, I sit over here on this side. So you know, but you're gonna see a lot of those. Obviously, in these home games, assisted shooting. I'm comfortable I could tuck it. You know what I'm saying? When it's assisted, I'm confident that I could tuck anything. So, but when you're playing on manual, hey, I'm passing it. I'm passing it across goal. But we didn't do it that time. Got the win regardless. Nice 2-0 victory over Inter Milan. And another clean sheet at home as well. Thibaut Courtois, you see it. Like, he's being tested, but the man just won't be beaten. He refuses to be beaten. But we're into our third game, I believe final game of today's video as well, and we're playing Sevilla, who are also having a really good season so far in the La Liga. So this is potentially, obviously we had Barcelona earlier. Other than that, biggest challenge of the season so far, facing off against Sevilla. They got a really good team. We came out, we're taking this game mighty serious. That's how we lined up for this one. Sevilla's lineup looks as such. Bruno playing in goal for them. They got Acuna, Diego Carlos, Koundé, and Jesus Navas at right back. Shout out Jesus Navas, bro. They got Rakitic, Fernando, and never known how to pronounce that name. Lucas Ocampos, Enesri, and Suso. Suso still don't have a face. That's crazy. When are you gonna rate Suso? Suso's a baller. Suso's been balling for years. No ratings. But that's crazy. 19 minutes in before we was able to get a look on goal. And Toni Kroos almost scoring a sensational free kick. Did you see the swaz? Brilliant shot from Toni Kroos. And as you can see, we were coming out this one with some real intensity because we knew the challenge that was in front of us. A brilliantly played ball into Vinicius. And he just took it in his stride so well. It's such a shame the finish wasn't as good. as the rest of the play. En-Nesyri getting a shot off right there. Deflect. That's how you say his name, right? For some reason, I'm saying it now and it don't sound right. En-Nesyri. Yeah, Yusuf En-Nesyri. I'm lost. Okay, but we're back on the attack again as it's played down the right-hand side once more. Benzema he just does that roll so nicely, and the ball is played across, and somehow the Sevilla keeper makes a brilliant save to stop us right there. But the attack isn't over, and Toni Kroos trying to bend it from range, and that was a big opportunity for us right there to try and get ourselves into the lead, but unable to take it. We come forward once more. Ferland Mendy plays it to Kroos into Luka Modric, and 55 minutes in, we had the biggest chance of the game. And that one, I had my hands in my head. I had my head in my hands in the head, because that, again, we're at home. That was assisted. I should have tucked it, but we didn't tuck it. Ball's going back and forth right now, and I'm instantly realizing that this is unedited footage. You know, I'm a human being. I make mistakes, bro. Sometimes I forget to... Oh, we had a chop. Maybe it wasn't unedited footage. Okay. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But regardless, I'm a human being. I make mistakes. Sometimes I forget to chop shit out of the video. I'm already started. We're 16 minutes in. I'm not starting again. But we had a chance right there. I completely forgot about that. Maybe I forgot to trim out this bit. Vinicius was given the ball right there. Open goal, and put it wide, couldn't find the back of the net. I mean, there are some players who have made that look a lot easier than it is. It's not that easy to score from that kind of range, even if it is an open goal. But we really should have taken that chance, and we're planning to come forward again, trying to create another attack. See, this is an opportunity for you guys to see the stuff that you don't usually see. This is the kind of scrappy stuff that I'm talking about that don't make it into the highlights, right? As they play a nice ball in behind and punish us for missing our previous chances, and it is that man Yusuf En-Nesyri putting it into the back of the net. A true ball, honestly. Benzema is getting old. We got to look at some options to replace him, and I would not be mad at bringing in En-Nesyri. He's young. He's really all-rounded. You know, he's kind of strong. He's got pace. He can hit it left foot, right foot, win headers. And unfortunately, he condemned us to our first defeat of the series. 1-0 loss at the Bernabeu to Sevilla. And that is all she wrote, really, for this episode. Unfortunate for us to lose in that manner after having so many different chances within the game, obviously. Would have loved to come out. But, I mean, Sevilla sitting top of the league right now. So, you know, it was always going to be a tough game. And look at the La Liga table. Look at the La Liga table. It is so tight right there. Of course, Atletico Madrid lagging behind a little bit. You would expect them to be up there with us, but instead of having them up there with us, we're having a surprise title challenge from Sevilla and Real Sociedad, who are first and third. Obviously, Real Sociedad just 2 points off of top with us. It's looking like a scrumptious La Liga season, and there's so much to go. 15 games played. We still have over half of the season to go. Do not miss an episode, guys, because this is tasty. And like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Peace.